Alright, today we're going to do a review of the Ertl John Deere 850K LGP Dozer. This is one that I picked up recently. You might have seen the unboxing video of it. It was a requested video, so as always, if you have any videos you want to see me do, just let me know and I'm glad to do them for you. And we'll go ahead and start around at the rear of this dozer. This model is quite large, really. It's larger than I was expecting, mostly width-wise. As you can see, it's a very wide dozer. We can get an idea here. We'll get our trusty ruler out. Get an idea. It's nearly 3 inches wide, so that makes it, very wide. Probably roughly 12 feet wide. Just under that anyway. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we got a rear tow bar here. There's no actual hole or anything inside of it there, but it's still nice to see that they included the tow bar. You got a green diesel fuel cap. All the logos and graphics on this model are really, in my opinion, excellent. Coming around to this side, this model does feature opening engine compartments, and the cab tilts, and these little hydraulic service doors open, and electronic doors, I guess, would be what's inside there. So that all opens up. This engine door here also opens to reveal the engine, but it's kind of difficult to open, and I won't do that just for the sake of time. And you also have some really nice mesh modeled here with just some more graphic detail, which is nice to see that Ertl did that. Another nice feature that this model now has is smaller sprockets. If we compare it to the old 850 dozer, you can see the sprockets on this machine where sprockets and idlers are really big. Really, they're way too big, and it's nice to see that they made them bigger. I mean, this is the size of millstones, so it's nice that they're properly sized now. Now we'll get to the functionality of the dozer. The blade is very wide. Of course, it's a wide dozer. The blade can go up to a nice high height, and then it can also go down nice decent ways. I mean, it can go down a long ways. You just got to be careful. These blade lift cylinders will pop out of there. The pistons will pop out if you're not careful. So that's just something to watch. And the blade can also angle. And I mean, it's not a huge degree of angle, but it's still functional. Another nice feature about this model, it's the first Ertl model Ertl dozer that I've seen that features this, and that is tilt. This is something that's often overlooked. It's nice to see that it has functional tilt. And then there's also a cylinder on top right here to that. And then that cylinder right there operates the tilt. Coming around to this side, it's a lot of the same thing. And you got a chrome exhaust up here and a small air intake. And of course all the graphics, like I said, were excellent on this model. Going underneath, there's nothing horribly exciting underneath there. It just tells you where it was made, which is obviously China, and who it's made by. And you can get an idea of how wide those track bands are. It's really nice that somebody decided to produce an LGP dozer. It's something that's often not included in a model product mix, and it's good to see that John Deere was allowed Ertl to build this model. So now for some comparisons. Put it up against, this is the old 850 dozer. As you can see side to side, they're about to have the same profile on the side, and that's how it should be. And considering that the old dozer was the narrow gauge track, you can get an idea of how much wider the 850 LGP is. And you can see there's a huge difference in width. Another dozer, I'll go ahead and get a blade shot, I guess. Yeah, you can see that the blades are very different. Another common dozer people have is a D8. What's interesting is that this D6 size dozer almost has the same size as the D8. I'm pretty sure that's just because it's an LGP dozer. But it's still it makes this seem very, intimidating, I guess. And that's kind of a look at it against a D8. Of course, the D8 still has much more power. So anyway, that was as requested a review of the Deere 850K. It's a solid dozer. I highly recommend it. It's excellent for the price. I mean, it'd be hard to beat in terms of detail. There's a couple things I don't like about it. The tilting cab. It's nice that Ertl provides with these tilting cabs and whatnot, but I think it's just kind of a nuisance, really, because every time you're messing with the model or whatever, it just wants to pop up all the time. That's one thing I don't like, and I also don't like how they did the hitch. I mean, I guess this is kind of beggars can't be choosers, but the hitch, it's not really that functional, and it would have been nice if they would have at least made a hole in it so you could actually use it as a hitch. That last leaves the tracks. I think they're much improved. They're good. They're probably the best rolling tracks I've ever seen. They roll very easily. So overall, it's a good model. Excellent buy. Highly recommend it. Make sure you get one. You know, Ertl probably won't leave it in production that long. So anyway, that was a review of the 850K. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos and reviews, and let me know if there's any other videos you want to watch. Thanks.